One, it is LaDonna with Happy-go-Lowery's creations. Sorry, that's allergy time. Stupid allergies. So let me just quick share this out. And we'll get started here in just a second. Sorry, trying to get this shared out to everybody. So there we go. We are going to do, come on tablet, don't freeze up on me now. Oh, frickin' frack. So let me edit this. Oh. Thing's sticking to me. Hey, your local, all I can see is your local on there. Neither. So how is everyone doing tonight? Going to just get few of these off. Hey Tammy, how are you? Okay, so we are doing these little eggs. They come apart, and I primered them, and then I spray painted them metallic because I thought maybe this would be better than the other one. I totally took it apart, but I did this one in copper, and I don't know if I like the copper at all. So I don't know, but I do know I need to figure out. I did a bigger one just a bit ago. And when they're like this, you got to be careful trying to get the sides to snap in. So this is what I did. And we are going to do a smaller version of this. And so I chalked it, and then I just embellished it. And I only embellished it on the one side because that already took me an hour and a half to do all of this. These medallions here, these are chalk medallions, and of course a chalk transfer. And some of these had to be glued, some of them stayed on, but I need to find, like, because this one doesn't set. I would have to find like a way to, you know, make something for it to set on. So, hey Stephanie, hey Cindy. So for right now, he's just going to sit there because I don't know what to put him on. Oh, you know, if I had a cute, let me see. I wonder if I could do something and put like a little ring on here to make him stand, and then look at how pretty he would be. I wonder if I could do like a mason ring and put that on there, but I don't want to try and figure that out while we're here. So and before I had such a hard time getting it apart, and now it just doesn't want to seem like it wants to stay. So this is what I was trying for the other day when I worked on the one and it didn't do. But see, he would look pretty if I could figure out something to have him on there, right? So, but my little Henry can fit in here. So this little guy can actually fit in here. So this, if you have like one of these eggs laying around and you weren't sure what to do with, you could actually have your family do it Easter when they start getting restless, where they're waiting for, you know, the food or dinner. And then see, they can find their little gift in here. So yeah, I think that is like really cute. Just, I've looked up so much fabric egg stuff that I feel like my head is going to spin. And some of these people did so much embellishments on them, like you couldn't even see any of the actual egg left. See, I don't know why it's so hard to get it back on there. I'm assuming I've got stuff in it somewhere. So, let me show you how we're going to start this. Hey Amanda, hey Bonbon. We're going to take, this is a piece of, what is this called? Chalk suede. And I just took and I put it on here, and I took my, I don't know what this thing is, and I went over it so that it would give me the outline, and then I just trimmed it so that I have this. So I have a few different bunnies, and I think he is too big and his ears won't get in there. He might fit, but we might just do the flowers on here. So so we're going to go in here and put this. I'm going to grab a little bit of the we're just going to grab a little bit of yellow because we don't need much at or the green. I guess we're going to go in and do green first. We're just going to do a little bit of the green. Name, never gonna let go. I can hold you tonight. The Bodines is a band from around here in Wisconsin, so I like that. So I want to get you guys to tell me where you're from and what did you have for dinner, or what are you having for Easter dinner? We need to get a little bit of engagement going here, so let's get that going here. So we are having steak tomorrow. Tammy's from Kimberly. She had leftovers. Godzilla Gaming. He's glad that he's found me again. Tammy's having, or Cindy, are you having pizza tonight or pizza tomorrow? We are going to grab a little bit of our pucker. And and I'm sorry I was not on yesterday, but I know some of you know because my sister posted that for some stupid reason that we did not have internet cable. I was lucky I had phone after a while, so I'm telling you, sometimes it pushes me, and I think, oh, I might have to go in and flip this. My transfer got too dried. AS Blind Made Production. You're having fish tomorrow, Tammy? So I'm just going to go in and I am going to clean the transfer a little bit. And then we'll try again because this transfer has been setting now for almost 2 hours. So we'll go in and clean that up a little bit. And, Jason does not like fish at all. And I love fish. But I did not like Culver's walleye. I will tell you that. I did not like that, but I have, a lot of times I have fish there on Friday, and it's their cod, and I really like it. I think they do a really, really good job. So, I would eat fish in a heartbeat, but like I said, my son does not like it, and since it's only the two of us, now my sister told me she recently found lamb at Aldi's, and I'm not a lamb fan. So what I might do is make him, we're going to just flip this, make him lamb, and when he has lamb, I will have fish. So we need to get a little engagement going on Facebook and YouTube. So those of us, those different ones. So if you guys want to ask me some questions, we can play 25 questions. I can tell you about what happened with Jason's surgery if you guys want to know. It's, we just need to get some, hey Amanda, how are you doing? We just need to get some engagement going here. You had tacos for dinner? Ugh. Tacos sound good too. But right now, wishes. Wishes is the word. I don't have model trains. So we're doing just some little flowers on here. So everyone, type the word wishes. Let's get some wishes going here. I'm actually going to take this stupid egg I don't like. I work so hard to try and make that work, and it just does not want to do. Just going to spray this. And this will, one, it's going to help loosen up that brownie, the paint I did for the bunny. And then we're going to put this off to the side. And we are going to start with our egg. So we're going to put him, this is going to go right in the middle here. And we're just going to take our hot glue. Throw that over there. So Jason was having surgery on his ear, where are you from, Jamal? Oh, I just put my fingers on it. I really need to make sure that I am cleaning some more of my stuff. My office has not got cleaned, and after Jason's surgery and everything, I just got so far behind on everything. I just feel so far behind that it just like made me crazy how far I've got so far behind on everything. So, do you guys want to see pink or blue? Shall we do pink since we just did blue? So these are more of the pearls, and I really like these. I'm going to hope that this sheet works better than the blue ones did. So if you can get it just right, like it'll come off in a whole strip. And we're going to lay these right. See how sticky they are? I like this one because he actually has a bottom that it can set. See, now we're going to put it around there. Hey, lady, how are you, Denise? I am here. Between everything that happened with Jason this week, it has been, I feel a little crazy, and then we didn't have internet yesterday. That is starting to really, really upset me not having internet. Let me just tell you. And Time Warner, hey, JT Cool, they need to get their crap going here, because I'm seriously thinking of going to Starlink, even though my son does not want anything to do with Elon Musk. I am sick of just not having internet. We had no internet, we had no TV, and we didn't even have phone for a while either. So it makes me just a little crabby, and it affects my business as well, because, you know, I can't come live. So I think I'm going to try. Oh, almost forgot I got Jason this egg. So what I am doing is, let me put this down here. So we are doing a full Fabergé eggs. So something similar to this. So this I chalked, and then I put all the little pretties on it. And I just lost my wand. So we're going to take these. Thank you. So the word that we are all typing in is wishes. And if you guys want to ask me anything about my son's surgery that was on Thursday, you guys can. You can ask me certain questions. There are certain personal questions I will not answer. And just keep it clean, because I don't need to get restrictions. So we need to have a lot more chitter chatter on the page, is what I've been told from Facebook and YouTube, that I don't have enough interaction with, that I do too much talking and I don't have enough interaction with my guests. So I am trying to work on that. Okay, I need to space this just a little bit. So look at it. So Jason has what's called a fistula in his arm, so that's where they can do dialysis, and that had to be raised. Well, they did that back in February, and it's taken a really long time to heal. It's got a big scab on it, and they can't put the needles into that with that scab there, so they have catheters that hang from his chest. Well, these catheters for now, like maybe 3 weeks, have not been working very well. They're not cleaning the toxins out of his blood. So he had to go in, and they were going to just try and clean them, because sometimes they can get built up in them or whatever. Mother's Day and more spring. So then we were like, okay, so we went in, and they're like, you should be there about like 4 hours. Well, they take him back at, I think we got there at 11:15. They took him back at 11:45, I think it was. and they brought me back after they had him the IV and everything. And then he was supposed to go back about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock came and went, and we're still waiting. And I like paged for the nurse. I'm like, what is going on here? What is taking so long? And so the surgeon came in, and she said that Jason's potassium was really high, and they were waiting to see if his potassium would drop, and if not, they had to find another solution for him having surgery. So this meant he could not have sedation. So at 3 o'clock, they finally come in and get him. 3:15, they finally take him into surgery, and they said 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm thinking, okay, we can do this. And I'm like in the room, and I'm trying to get his blood sensors ordered and everything, because he had those fall off. And so I'm waiting, and he finally comes back in, and he's hotter than Hades. He said he's okay, not great, but he's really hot. So it's like, oh, okay. Jason doesn't get hot anymore, and Jason doesn't sweat. So it's really weird when that happens for him. And so that was like, okay, this is not what, we thought. And when the nurse was checking on his incisions and IVs and everything, hey, Julie, she noticed that he was leaking from the incision site. And I'm like, great, like this is all we, need is for him to be leaking. So she calls the surgeon back in, and that's when things got a little hairy. She ended up having to take his stitches out. She ended up doing I don't know what to stop all the bleeding. And of course, these are not going to line up right. And she had to suture him up in the room while I was right there. Big, huge curved needles on my kid. And let me tell you, that was really, really hard for me. So thank God the TV was on and I could just watch the TV. Because, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like seeing my son have stitches put in. So we're gonna, so yeah, so then she works on him, seems like forever. And we didn't get to leave until after 6. And he had not been able to eat since 6:30 in the morning. Oh, and there was like a lot of blood. Like she kept putting gauze on him, and she would take the gauze off, and that would be like just full of blood. So, yeah, it was, And, you know, she made sure he wasn't in pain or anything, but it just was a lot for me. It was a lot. And there's not much you can do, you know. It's either, you know, like, he had to have it fixed, so, that, and then we get him home, and it's like, it is now after 7 o'clock, you know, when I get him home, and I got to feed him right away, because now he's feeling sick from not eating, and that's why I did not go live then, because it was already late by the time I got him taken care of. Echo skip. So, so they think what happened is because his blood pressure was so high and stuff before he went into surgery, that could have caused it. And like, she's not exactly sure, but with diabetic too, a lot of times, you know, there can be issues. So yeah, her and that nurse were in there basically redoing what she had just did in the operating room. I was like, oh, good Lord. And I just felt like, oh, man. And the surgeon, very, very nice woman. But we were watching, Jason likes to watch the game show channel. So we were watching that, and I said something to the nurse. I said, oh, do you know who the game show host is? And it's Cameron Matthews said, and I don't know, how many of you know who Cameron is? Oh, you little bad thing. There you go. So I said, he used to be on like a soap opera, and he's, and the nurse is like, no, he was on the Hallmark Channel, and he was on, played Mike as a detective on there. And so we were talking, and we said something to the surgeon, and she's like, I don't own a TV. I don't watch TV. I was like, you don't watch TV? She's like, no, I never watch TV. She's like, I just read. I was like, oh. I don't have discipline like that. I don't like the quiet, so I watch TV, and I have TV on all the time as I have TV on for background noise as well, because I cannot handle the quiet like that. And she was like, always? And I'm like, yes, always. Like, always I have something on. I cannot not have noise on. So yeah, it was a long day. And then when we, hey Cam, so then when we got into dialysis, we thought, oh, this should be a breeze, right? Because now we've had his catheter should be all great and everything, and you know, we shouldn't be having any issues, right? Oh, hell no. Like, his machine just kept going off left and right, left and right, left and right. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, he just went through this crap-ass surgery, and now he's having issues? I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you would think that, you know, that hopefully he wouldn't have any issues, but no. He had issue after issue after issue on Friday. So they're hoping that that's working and stuff.
Here is your reminder. Put sleep patch on.
Ziggy, stop. So, I don't know, but we had something every single day last week, and on Tuesday he actually had 2 different appointments. So it was busy, just busy, and I just feel like, holy man, we need a break is what we need. And I really wish I could go to like ChalkCon and stuff, but now you can't. Now I can't because like it's already done. Like getting tickets, you can't get tickets anymore for it. So I know it just wasn't the right time for me. So I know things will, you know, things will change, and you know, we'll hear from everyone that was down there, you know, like all the new stuff, and it's not quite the same as not being able to see it, but, you know, sometimes it is what it is. So let me tell you, this is pretty damn hot. This trying to hold this down without having it squeeze out all over. So I was watching on YouTube ladies do some different Fabergé type eggs, but man, they had so much jewels on it that you could not even it was just like crazy how much there was. I'm gonna try and see if I can peel this piece off and see if that'll help make it lay flatter. So, and let me tell you, yesterday not having internet until really late made me very, very crabby. Because I've been trying so hard. Not right now. I told him today I really needed to do, I need to fix his lights in his room. I need to fix his bed because a cat got underneath his bed and pulled out a wire so his bed won't go up and down. I said that he might have to wait a little bit, but because I needed to just get away today. So I went to the Dollar Tree. Yeah, it's not a lot, but it's something, you know. I was out of the house. I didn't have him, and that helps me a lot. That really does. So when his brother comes up here and when his brother in July, I might see if he can like watch stay here for like a couple of hours so that I can just get out and away. So we'll just have to see. So these little flowers came from the Dollar Tree. I mean, I don't know, maybe I could ask his one technician there that he really likes if, you know, that, but he's so uncomfortable with different people. Like, he's not comfortable at all with having people in the house. See, now that just pulled all the stupid glue off of that. Get your little kickstand up here. Normally when he's in therapy too, like on Tuesdays, I leave the house and then I go and do things. He's just been, since he had issues with that problem with his teeth since last November. It has just been crazy. It just seems like it's been one thing after another, and you know, you just do what you have to. So how many is ready for spring, and who has spring weather already? Where did I stop that? Did I go right up to it? Yes. Ooh, I really need to get insurance so I can get some new glasses. Let me just tell you that. Because I need new glasses. Because when I start struggling doing these things, it's like, ugh. Oh, it's supposed to rain tomorrow? Ugh. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of sick of this crappy weather we've been having. Like on Friday, it was like doom and gloom. Like it never, like we never saw the sunshine or anything. And when it's like that, it is hard for me to you know, try and stay positive and everything. Let me tell you, on Friday, we got home, we had lunch, and we were watching TV, and I was trying to watch a training, and I could not concentrate or pay attention. And I'm like, I'm just going to go lay down for like an hour. Well, that's when we lost our cable. And we lost internet. So I was like, well, I'm just going to then sleep. I was not happy. But I'm like, well, maybe that was God's way of saying you need rest, and if you're not going to take rest, I'm going to make you rest. Because I'm going to turn off your internet and I'm going to turn off your TV. So, I want spring to come, but I don't want spring to come because I'm allergic to tree pollen. And I suffered last week, Wednesday, so bad. I wasn't even sure if I could drive home from dialysis because that was so bad. So look at this so far. Isn't this pretty? So, yeah, it just seems to be like just one struggle after another lately. And I'm telling you, I could just be done with all the struggling. I'm like, I'm done. I am so done. I want nice weather. I want the trees to hurry up and bloom so that it's not affecting me. Because Jason and I are both allergic to tree pollen. I will tell you, it just makes it so rough. That I get the headaches from it, and I want to say bad words because I feel so cranky, and all I can do is do the best I can. I know that, but sometimes when you want to scratch your eyes out, it is bad. He's through with surgeries until they go to take this out. And then after that, he just had cataract surgery. Oh my God, I can't even remember now when he had that cataract surgery. And that has not gone as great as we thought either. So, we are hoping that that will kind of like change too. That will finally start to get better, but we don't know either because that just doesn't seem to be right now the best either. So the doctor would like him to have to go in there and clean up his other eye yet, but they are waiting for him to heal from all these other surgeries right now before they go in and do that. So, oh, I got a blue rhinestone stuck on here. Oh, for Pete's frickin' sakes. So, yeah, he's... Like I said, it just feels like it's been one thing after another, and yeah. You had cataract surgery on Tuesday? How did yours go? When he went in on Tuesday, they checked him because he was supposed to go have his eyes checked after, you know, after the cataract thing, but that's when we had like a really bad snowstorm here, so they had canceled his appointment, and they had to reschedule it. And the doctor was very impressed. He said that he's looking really good, and Jason will get, he can go get a prescription filled anytime for glasses now. So we're just kind of waiting to see.
This is a reminder to give Jason his meds.
What do you guys think?
This is a reminder to give Jason his meds.
You okay, Ziggy? We hear you. Jason's not ready for his meds right now. I can tell you that. He's too busy in there with friends, so. And as long as he's with his friends, I don't try and bother him, so.
This is a reminder. Get ready for bed.
See, and you could do these projects, something like this. You could do this with like grandkids. Just make sure that you get the really sticky stickers, and then
get ready for bed.
You could, they wouldn't have to, you know, do the chalk. They could just put like a sticker there. And then just let them go to town with like stickers and the bling, because, you know, they would probably have a kick with all that. So, because I know that a lot of people, they don't always get to have, you know, like their holidays on Easter and stuff. You know, sometimes that doesn't always happen because of work and everything. But you could, you know, so we have Ziggy. When is Mother's Day?
Mother's Day will be on Sunday, May 11th, 2025.
May 11th is Mother's Day. What do you guys want to see with mothers for Mother's Day? Do you want to see, like, how many of you have mothers to make gifts for? Or do you want more? Where did I just put that? Jason's goes over, sometimes it'll go over 200, but that's because we don't give him insulin anymore. And when he goes to dialysis, we don't want his blood sugar to be under like 120, because he will bomb out in dialysis if so. Because we used to make sure that he had insulin before he'd go to dialysis, and it was bombing. It was tanking. So he would always be needing, you know, like peanut butter or something while we were there. And that makes his anxiety really, really high when he gets attention like that. He doesn't like to have, you know, no one know that he's there or anything. He'd prefer not to know. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at how by just adding the little pink to those flowers just pop. I wish there was like small flowers that I could put like on the sides here, these sides, but you can see these are all pretty big ones, and I don't think that I could cut them to make them work on here, because I think that would just be like weird. But we are going to try with one of these here and see. Yeah, I was really hoping that Jason's vision would be better. I mean, it's a lot better than what it was, but he's still, you know. Hey, how are you doing? So we're going to see if we can add, make it look like a half and half flower. I'm going to stick our petals right in that hot glue to start with, so that I know where to. Oh, dang darn it, it slid right off there. So I'm hoping once he gets the glasses too, that'll help him. And then that'll give me a little bit more freedom too, knowing that he can see a little bit better, that I would feel better like leaving, knowing that he can see. But we need to also get him into PT. And I want to try and find a somebody who would come to the house and do PT for him and pay it straight out of pocket, because his insurance won't pay for home PT if he can go to dialysis. Oh, this glue is making such a mess on here. I'm going to see, it moved from where I wanted it to be, but so does anybody still play Easter Bunny, that you gotta hide Easter eggs tonight, or do you guys hide your Easter baskets? Hey Rebecca, how are you? I have more, that was really hot. I have more Peanuts transfers coming. So let me show you the so this is a little bag that I did, and of course everything is for sale, but I just thought this was cute. I actually think I might want to do a door sign that says welcome positive vibes. For those of you that like your peanut characters, you can see to drive again. Oh, see, that must be like the best news, because I can't imagine that. Because I get worried now about like driving at night, because you know I am in my 60s, and you know they say once you get that way, that, you know, you got to start being real careful with, you know, like that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, oh. If I get to the point that I can't drive at night, we're screwed. I mean, his insurance would have to pay for like a driver and stuff, and I really don't want that. Because we don't have hardly any Uber around here. So just a little something. I'm going to wait to see if I can peel some of this glue off without pulling the paint off, because that you got to be careful with. Oops. That little bead just wanted to come right off there. So I'll show you the big one again, and then I'll show you this one. So this is the big one. And like I said, you gotta be careful not to get your trim in the way so that it will shut. So this is the big one I did. I really don't know where I wish this one did like that one that did. Oh, good Lord. But you can stick like treats in here. I had my little Henry in here. See? And then this little one that we just did. Now the ones that I saw, like every single part of it was covered. And most of the supplies was all from Dollar Tree, except for, of course, you know, the chalk part. But you could do like a rub-on or just a sticker or something on there too. And if you wanted, I mean, you could just keep, you know, adding to it. So, I have stuff like just, it's like so weird. I have all these little stickies now all over. So don't forget, no, I have people on Facebook right now too watching Cecilia, so that's the thing, like, because I have people that watch from Facebook and YouTube, and then I also do on the other channel. I did earlier on that channel. So we're going to get rid of some of these ones that are junked up. And we are going to put a few more things on here. And I need to vacuum. Holy man, my office is really bad. It needs. See, in this one, is the one that I did before with the Jolene, and then I used these on there, and I didn't like it. But I don't know if I like the pink on here. I don't know. Oh, I want to find clean ones that do not have so much of the glue from before that I can see it all over, because I just want a little cleaner look. So we're just gonna cut it here, and then I think I want just the circle parts. See, now these don't want to stick at all because they were on before, so they lost some of their stickiness. So give a shout out if you're still on, so we know. I thought about doing black, but I didn't have black spray paint, and I painted that. Because I saw someone do a black polka dot Fabergé egg. And I thought, oh, that would be pretty. I thought about that. But then I got disappointed because I'm like, okay, I'm already sick of this egg. I've already painted it 3 times now. And I like getting to that point that I could just be done with it. Because that actually started as a football drinking cup, so there we have a little embellishments on the side, and then we just need to make sure those are glued down. Trying to listen if Jason is talking to his friends or if he needs something, but he don't sound like he really needs something. Thank you, Tammy. So how many TVs do you guys have in your houses? When I heard Jason's surgeon say that she doesn't watch TV and doesn't have a TV in her house, I was like so surprised. I was like, wow. Because I can't imagine not having a TV. And I don't like the quiet. And maybe for her, she loves that because she doesn't get quiet during the day. But for me, I don't like the quiet. There is never one time in my house that I don't have the TV on or I don't have the radio on. Sometimes I have the radio on in the bathroom and the TV on in the living room. That drives Jason crazy because he doesn't care for my country music, but I just can't. So we have 3, one in each of our bedrooms and then one in the living room. Now, when we lived in Menasha, let's see, what did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. because my kids had one in their living room downstairs. Then we had one in our upstairs living room. Maybe we only had 4. And then, nope, 3 bedrooms had it. So, yeah, a lot of times it's just that background noise that I have it on for. Because I can't, like I said, I can't not, no, I can't do it without that. It really bothers me. And I know there's a lot of people that don't understand that, but after my husband died, I can't stand the quiet. I cannot stand the quiet at all. My brain starts thinking, and I don't like to think about that, because then I think about, oh, what would life have been like if he hadn't passed away? I had my granddaughters from Dalton, but, how different would my life have been? And I can't play that what-if game. And it's really hard not to try and go down that path and play that what-if game. I don't know if any of you have dealt with that before, but I can't. I just can't play that what-if game. And we are almost done here, so that you guys don't have to be bored out of your gourds with me. It's like, come on, just cut around there. Good thing no one is coming to my house tomorrow, because I have not cleaned today like I should. I should have cleaned, and I was like, you know what? Nope, I've had a hard week. I'm just taking a little bit of me time. And that is what I did. I put new nails on today, which I never wear white nails ever, would never even consider wearing white nails, but I actually like these. Oh, thanks, Denise. Well, I never know. I don't want anyone to ever feel like, man, can't she just get off? I have things to do. Because I know I have a hard time getting off of TikTok. Because I feel like, these people need so much stuff, likes and everything, and I feel obligated to stay on until they get off. But there's sometimes I'm like, I can't do that. I just got to remember, I can't. So we'll put out those few little extra pieces on here, and we should actually be pretty close to being done here. Okay, am I counting that bottom one? 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, cut you. Sometimes you just gotta go back in and glue those little beads down. And watch your fingers, because hotter than Hades. She be hot, she be hot. So we're going to put a little dot here, and a little dot there. Oh, come on. Echo skip. Echo skip. Echo skip. God, these ones are not lining up like those ones did really good. These ones do not want to line up right. Now we can take some of these little ones. I know, don't burn your fingers. And if you notice, I've been actually trying to use, if I'm going to go into a spot, trying to use more of the tweezers too, because I do not want to burn myself. And then this is the last piece, and we can be done for the night. I want to thank you guys for putting up with me and staying on. I hope that you guys will continue to follow me. I'm going to try and figure out if I ever get to a certain point, they'll give me what's called a stream key. And then I can stream from TT to Facebook as well. So then I'm not struggling because I'm not getting enough stars from Facebook. And that is why then I'm over on the TT, because people will like your page and then they also do the gifts. And that is how you make money until you get big. So this is what we ended up with for our Fabergé egg, this one. And I know that a lot of you are not on Facebook or on the TT, but I will tell you, Meta has all your information too, just like they do on the over there. And Meta has actually taken away, which is Facebook, you know. They actually have taken away a lot of how we used to make money. I used to make anywhere from $350 to $500 doing my lives and my reels. I got my last check from Meta, $5. $5. Nothing like being so discouraged that you work so hard and you're like, really? That's it? That's it. That's all you guys can pay me now. $5 frickin'. And that is why more and more people have left and gone to TikTok, because TikTok actually pays they pay a lot better. Now, yes, because I'm just new and in the beginning, you know, I only made, I think, $10 last week. but I made $5 for a whole month on TikTok. $5. So if you're afraid to go on TikTok, let me just tell you, don't be. Don't be afraid to go there because, yeah. The more and more I keep hearing about Facebook, it makes me very discouraged. Very, very discouraged. Oh my gosh, I really love how these eggs turned out. But I am going to, I think, put a roll of beads around here. Yeah, so that's why you'll see more and more people. And I bet you guys don't even realize that half of the, if you are a person that watches reels, most of the reels that you are watching, they're all TikTok reels. They are TikTok reels that you are watching. So you're already watching and you're like, well, I can watch, but they don't have any more of my information. Well, no, but Facebook does. And that is why, if you ever noticed when you're on Facebook and that if you are talking to someone, or if you like the page, like someone's page, all of a sudden, like, you're getting a whole bunch of information about what was on that page, that's because they're listening. They're listening, and they're basically, they're snooping on everything we do. So people are worried that their information is going to get into the wrong hands. I already think it is, with that Meta's probably sold all of our stuff. Now watch, I'll probably get blocked off of Meta again. I've already lost one page from them. It wouldn't surprise me to lose another one. Look at it! So I want to thank you guys for sticking on with me for so long. I don't even know how long we've been on now, because there's a message that won't get off the top of my screen. There we go. Come on. I know. So think about this. TikTok helps so many single families and stuff make ends meet by being on TikTok. And that to me is like, if a company can pay us for that, I appreciate that. So look at. So that's why I always share it to you guys that I'm going on TikTok, just in case you are on TikTok too, that you can follow me there. So what do you guys think? And I will show you the big blue one again, and you tell me, do you like the more details or simpler details? More details, simple ones. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great night. I am going to go see what Jason needs. I'm going to try and figure out why I can't get this to shut here. And then I'm going to have to get ready for bed soon. So, well, thank you. So this part here is called Chocolate Chore. This is the company I'm with. And then I've always been fascinated with the Fabergé eggs, and I wanted to see if there was a way that I could do a full Fabergé egg. And evidently there's a lot of people who think about that. So, because if you go hit YouTube, you can find so much there. And see, I don't have enough followers yet on YouTube to go live from there yet. So that's why I have to use an app. So, but look, you could put... and it could be even more special. So, you guys have a great night. I'm going to unplug my glue gun before I forget and it stays on all night. And you guys have a great night. I will talk to you all later. If you guys want me on tomorrow night, send me a message, you know, on the Happy-go-Lowery page or the messenger group. And if I'm done with dinner and everything and filling up to it, I'll go live tomorrow night, because I know a lot of you guys don't have a lot, you know, like you don't have the grandkids or anything anymore, and sometimes, you know, we do get a little lonely. You can only watch so much Hallmark and crime before you go crazy. So there you guys go. I will chitty chat with you all later. You guys have a great night. Thank you again. Yes, a nesting doll egg. You guys have a great night, and thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Bye now.